everyone, so I have a makeup tutorial for you today and it's something slightly different. It's actually inspired by the jumper I have on today and it's from Dorothy Perkins. It's such a nice bright colour. I've been unwell, so I've had a cold, but then I felt like I wanted to, you know, do my hair, do my makeup, dress up nice and feel good today. And plus it's raining outside, so I'm trying to bring the sunshine into my room and into my surroundings. So I've gone for a really lovely bright look. For the eye look, I used some pigments that I've had in my collection for a really long time. It was my friend Missy, Start to Finish MUA. Hi Missy if you're watching, who got them for me when she came to London last year, and I only got round to using it this morning and I really love it. So if you want to see how I created the look, then keep watching. So I'm going to start off by priming my lids as usual, and I'm using the Urban Decay Primer Potion, the anti-aging formula. I'm just going to blend that in and pat it with my fingers. I'm taking my neutral MAC palette and I'm going in with texture and this angled brush, and this is going to be my transition colour, and I'm going to place this on my crease. So I'm just placing texture on my crease and a bit on the outer corners. The angled brush just allows it to go on easily, and the placement with the angled brush is just much more precise than a normal brush. And just in case you're wondering, this is the limited edition 275, but you can get the 275 from MAC anywhere. I'm now going to take a blending brush, and this one's from Real Techniques. It's a deluxe crease brush, and I'm just going to blend that shadow into my crease even more, just to soften it up. I know that somehow it looks like I'm applying more shadow on this side and this side, but it is the lighting, because the lighting is coming directly from this side, but I assure you it is, I won't say exactly the same application because you can never get the exact same, but it is closely similar. Now I'm taking NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and this is going to serve as a base for the eyeshadow that's going to go on after, and I'm just going to place that on my eyelid. And then taking my finger, I'm just going to blend that out. I like using the jumbo pencils because they're really good to use as a base when you're using pigments, because they stick on very well. I'm now taking the NYX Ultra Pearl Mania pigment, and this one's in Rust Pearl. And using my synthetic brush, this one's by ZOEVA, I'm going to spray some Fix Plus on the brush just to wet it a bit and dip that into the pigment. Now I don't want any fallout, so I'm going to use a bit of tissue and just place it underneath my eye, and then taking the pigment on the brush, I'm just going to place that onto my eye. Now I'm taking another blending brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend the pigment into my crease. And now taking a cleaner blending brush, it's going to soften out the edges. I'm going to be using that brush again, but this time I'm going into Fanta Pearl, which is another Ultra Pearl Mania by NYX. And this one's slightly lighter. And I'm going to place this in the inner tear duct area and a little bit onto the lid. Just going to blend that in using my blending brush by Real Techniques. Now I'm going into my MAC palette again, and I'm taking Brown Down, and I'm using this brush by Gemma Kid, and it's a deepen brush. It's really good for the outer corners of the eye because it gets a shadow placed where you want it. So I'm just going to dip that in, and then I'm going to place it on the outer corner and draw like a V on its side, and then just extend it lightly into the crease. Then I'm going to take my blending brush, this is the 217 by MAC, and I'm just going to blend that in. Just blending it in. I'm now going to take a cotton bud and I'm just going to clean up the sides slightly. And then going into my MAC palette again, and this time going in with texture and a pencil brush. This is the 219 by MAC. I'm going to place this on my lower lash line. I'm now going to highlight using Shroom. I'm just going to place it onto my brow bone and a little bit under the brow. This is a very nice highlight colour. Now taking that blending brush, just going to blend everything in. I'm now going to line my eyes, and I'm using the Topshop liner in ink, and this liner brush by Sigma, I think it is. Yes, it's the eyeliner brush E10, and I'm just going to line my eyelids. Now the reason why I've chosen this liner instead of the normal one I use is the one I use tends to have this kind of liquidy effect, and this one has more of a matte effect, and I think it goes really well with the shimmery eyeshadow, so the eye pigment, so that's why I'm using it. So I'm starting from the middle and I'm just dragging it to the outside, and then I'm just going to work it in the inner tear duct area. And then I'm going to form a wing at the outer corner like that. You see my mirror. And then I'm just going to connect that to the lower lash line and then fill that in. I'm now going to apply the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in Perversion, and this is the blackest black I have in my collection, and I just love the way that it looks with this particular eye makeup look. So I'm going to start off at the outer corners of my waterline and then just draw it in right to the inner tear duct. I'm going to do the other side. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. And then I'm going to apply some mascara, and the mascara I'm using is the Ariel by Benefit. I'm now going to apply my favourite lashes, and they're the Nicola lashes by Girls Aloud. I'm going to use my Duo Glue and I'll be right back. So I'm done with the eyes, and I'm now going to move on to the face. And for my cheeks I'm using Gold Deposit Mineralized Skin Finish and this fan brush by Sleek. You can use any brush you want to use, but I like using this one and the other fan brush. And I'm just going to like dab this onto my cheek plane, and it's just going to make that area glow really nicely. For my blush, I'm taking Style by MAC and this brush by Sigma. It's just a blush brush. And I'm just going to apply this onto the apples of my cheeks. I'm now going to move on to my lips, and I'm taking Cork, which is a lip pencil by MAC. It's one of my favourite lip pencils. And I'm just going to outline my lips. Now I'm taking Shy Girl by MAC. I'm almost out of this. So I'm going to be using a brush, and I'm using this detail brush by Real Techniques. And I'm going to place this onto my lips. Now I'm taking Viva Glam Nicki, which is a lovely pink, and the same brush. I'm going to be using my Lust Lip Gloss and just a tiny bit on the centre of my lip, and I'm going to apply this with my brush just because I like the application of the brush for this lip combination much better than the wand in the lip gloss. And I'm just going to dot that on the centre. And that's just going to gloss it up nicely. So that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and I hope you can try out the look. And if you do, make sure you hashtag ShirleyBAnyang on Instagram and Twitter, or at me at ShirleyBAnyang. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. So tell me, have you ever seen a MAC bag this big? Yay!